If you have multiple employees, you may not want all of them to have the same exact visibility in your account as you do as the business owner. So we've created 4 different roles that an employee can have. So let's take a look at those over in this employees page. So you can see in here, you have admin, level 3, level 2, and level 1. So the way that we've generally mapped this out, admin is going to be the business owner or maybe the shop manager. You have access to everything within your account. You can edit things, you can delete things, you can create things. So you have access to everything. Level 3 is meant as maybe a salesperson. You have access to customer contact information, you have access to pricing because you're often going to be interacting with your customers and selling your services, building out jobs, but you don't have access to the higher level analytics in the account. Level 2 is meant generally as a technician. So you don't have access to any of the pricing in here. Wherever there's a price, there would be a dash in the interface. You don't have access to customer contact information. You really just have access to the calendar and the jobs and what you'll need to do to interact with those jobs. And then finally, level 1, this would be seen as a subcontractor, maybe a person in another business that you're just working with on a few jobs. That's the most lockdown role that we have in here. No access to pricing, no access to customer contact information, very limited access in the calendar. They really only have access to the jobs that they have been assigned to. All other jobs are not visible to them. Now, with this being said, every business operates a little bit differently. So we allow you to also customize all of these roles. This is done over in your preferences page in the side menu, and you'll see this permissions tab up at the top, and you'll see all these roles up at the top. Now, admin, this is locked in. We don't allow for editing this because we want you to have access to everything in here. But the level 3, level 2, and level 1 roles, you can see these are changeable. We can turn these toggles on and off. Over to the left, you can see that there's all these different what are called collections, and you can customize in each of these collections what you want each of the roles to have access to and what you don't want them to have access to. Now, a really important collection to pay attention to is all the way at the bottom here in this miscellaneous section, because these 2 things here tend to be things that are interacted with quite a bit. Can view pricing and can only view jobs and events assigned to them. So this tends to be one that people do change around a little bit depending on what you want your employees to have access to, and you can of course feel free to customize this as much as you want in here. If you guys have any questions on employee permissions or how to customize these roles, please feel free to reach out anytime.